Hello, my name is Norman Gardner. I'm going to demonstrate how I can find Alma chapter 62, verse 41, using my Victor Reader stream. This is the way I do it. I let my Victor Reader stream relax here in my hands, and I will press buttons with my thumbs. First, I need to find or make sure that we go to the Book of Mormon. So I'm going to go to one of the bookshelves.
Bookshelf, Talking Books, 43, Books, 4. The New Testament, 3. The Doctrine and Covenants, 2. The Book of Mormon, Another Testament of Jesus Christ.
There we are. I'm going to pull that off the bookshelf.
Nephi's brethren rebelled against him.
And now we're in the Book of Mormon. The next step is to begin thinking about levels. There are 5 levels of navigation. I'll explain each one as we go. Level 1 is to find which book we're going to be working with. I navigate to the levels using buttons 2 and 8. So I'm just going to hit button 2.
Level 3, Level 2, Level 1.
This is at level 1. That's what we start with, and we're now going to find out where we are in this Book of Mormon. Jacob, well, we've got a ways to go to find Alma.
The Book of Omni. The Words of Mormon. Alma.
There we are. We're now at the beginning of the Book of Alma. I stop it from continuing to talk, otherwise it would just start reading exactly wherever we land. But we're now at the beginning of Alma, and we're done with level 1. So we're going to drop to level 2. That's here with the 8 key.
Level 2.
In level 2, we can jump 10 chapters at a time. This is really nice because we're going to chapter 62.
Chapter 1. Chapter 10. Chapter 20. Chapter 30. Chapter 40. Chapter 50. Chapter 60.
Well, I'm doing it a little slower than I normally would, just to let you hear how we're going 10 at a time. We've now gotten to chapter 60, so we're done with level 2. I'm going to drop to level 3, and that will allow me to move the rest of the way 1 chapter at a time.
Level 3.
Chapter 61. Oh. Chapter 62.
There we are. We're at chapter 62. So now we're done with level 3. Now I'm going to drop down to level 4.
Level 4.
At level 4, we can jump 10 verses at a time. When we arrive at a level, I forgot to mention I'm using buttons 4 and 6 to navigate along any given level. Okay, so we're now at level 4, and I'll navigate up to verse 40.
1, 10, 20, 30, 40.
We've arrived now at verse 40. We only need to go to verse 41, and we'll be right where we want to be. I'm going to drop down to the last level. That'll be the 5th level.
Phrase.
There's the phrase level. And now we'll move to verse 41.
41.
And now we're there. Here, we're going to listen to verse 41 of chapter 62 in Alma.
But behold, because of the exceedingly great length of the war between the Nephites and the Lamanites, many had become hardened because of the exceedingly great length of the war, and many were softened because of their afflictions. insomuch that they did humble themselves before God, even in the depth of humility. 42.
Well, there it will be happy to just continue reading as long as we let it go, but I told it to pause. That's a very interesting verse that shows us there are two possible ways to react to any hardship. We can let it harden our hearts or soften our hearts. Well, I've now demonstrated how we could find that verse. Equally easy is to find any other verse in any of the standard works. Thanks for this opportunity.